Welcome to Cryptotherapy 589, the space where clarity meets chaos, and your mind gets a moment to breathe. With the FUMA Boy'Z, Marvin Davis and Nina Blossom, we untangle the drama, decode the markets, and speak truth to crypto madness. You already know, this world can break you. But here, we ride the waves together. So, if you're ready to feel seen, hit like, subscribe, and let's take this ride, one deep breath at a time.
All right, welcome back to Cryptotherapy 589. You got Marvin and Marvin Davis, you got G Money, you got FUMA Boy'Z. Nina's still on vacation. She'll be back though. She said she was gonna come back at the.
She said, I ain't gonna say what day. Well, you want me to say what date? I can tell you what day she said.
What day was it? Next week?
April 4th.
Okay, that's funky. So you should. You'll see Nina back. You know. All right, let me set the mode. You know, on this show, G Money, we don't be buying NFTs, bro. We be going hard. That's what we be doing here. That's what we do here. G Money up there trying to get some buys in the middle of a show. It's not what we do. No, let me say. It's not what we do. Let me just do this real quick. And let me play some music in here. We're gonna go old school. Oh, you got that Moon Party shirt on.
Shout out to Bagman, man.
Oh, Bagman in the chat tonight?
Nah, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But so check this out, man. We also want to shed light on the Crypto for Life 68J event that's in Vegas that's coming up in about 30 days, maybe a little longer, maybe 32, 33 days. I believe we may have a code that I didn't know that we had.
He gave me a code. I just can't find it. He said he would give me a code.
I think it's C4L10. But the thing is, I think that the event has been slashed from $99 to $50 permanently for one. The dinner has been also slashed by 50%. I think it's C4L50 to get the if you want to go to the dinner. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a dope show, man. Everybody that's anybody pretty much is gonna be, you know, at that not show at that event in Vegas, man, and that is April the 29th.
So hold on, bro. I need to call 6. Hold on. I ain't gonna call him right now. I need to call him and be like, bro, why you bringing the price of the brick down?
I think what happened, man, is he got some dope sponsors, man, and his whole goal, man, was for it not to be, you know, expensive for people. That was the whole goal. You know, when he first decided to put a show on last year, it was to make it affordable for people that were coming to Vegas anyway, but couldn't afford to go to the main. So
what if you already bought a ticket? Are they giving a refund? How does that work?
I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I paid the money to support.
I'm just asking, bro. There's some people out there who won't know.
Okay. Well, yeah. For me,
you bite my head off about stuff like that, bro.
No, for me, what I'm saying for me is I bought my ticket full price, supporting bro, and I bought my ticket right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't wait. I didn't hesitate. I bought my ticket.
Like you do me. Well, you know, Marvin, everybody ain't got the money like you.
It was $100. I mean,
Marvin, that's how you be doing, dog. That's how you be doing.
I know what you're right.
G Money, your mute is on. But let me tell you, this is how Marvin be doing me in the private, in the back. Everybody ain't got money like that.
Right. But check this out, FUMA. Remember this. When we came back from Vegas last year, what did I tell people? Start dollar cost averaging into your Las Vegas trip. Start dollar cost averaging into things that you want in life. Dollar cost average now. You know what I'm saying? You got to sacrifice. The same thing me and G was talking about.
They need to use that spreadsheet we was talking about earlier.
Right. The same thing me and G was talking about, and the same thing you was talking about. The word sacrifice and that spreadsheet. There you go. But you can't start today when the event is 30 days away. You get what I'm saying?
Start fasting now for the
What if we 30 days away from the pop in the crypto space? What if it goes ballistic in 30 days? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We are. That's all I'm saying. It's
So
on
we,
you, man.
so if you already bought your ticket and you need a couple of ducats back, we're not sure how you gonna get your ducats back. But you be all right.
It's $50. I mean, I don't know, man. And I get it, man. I'm not. I get it, but I'm just saying.
Marvin is being very respectful. He's being very humble. And can we speak can we be transparent in crypto?
Yeah. That's what this show is about.
Me for therapy, I'm just gonna be honest. People spend money on what they want to spend it on. People spend money on a lot of bullshit. Excuse my French, right? And we are grown men at this point in life. I'm not calling anybody age out. I'm not going to be disrespectful. But if you can't, if $50 is going to break you, you need to reevaluate your life.
That's all I'm saying.
You need to get off this podcast, get out of the chat, and really evaluate what you have going on.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody. I know I have, FUMA known me for a long time. I've been working on myself these last
That's a kinder way that he first told me that one.
in delivery, right? Some people my delivery sometimes is not the smoothest or the softest, but we are way too grown for Marvin to be tiptoeing around on a discount on something that's going to benefit you that is $50.
That part,
right?
That part,
like I'm not even about to argue about that because y'all about to see the old school G Money, and I'm not trying to go back to him. I'm not.
Hey man,
that's the reason I kind of did what I did, man. Because we get flack all the time, man, for throwing different numbers out, man. People be like, well, we ain't got this and we ain't got that. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. We done told you how we've sacrificed. You know what I'm saying, or what we had to do to get where we are right now. And we aren't. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all just like this. I'm not where I want to be, and I'm not sure that I'm gonna ever be comfortable in any position as long as I think it's some upside in any market. I'm not getting comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm in this game for the long haul. Like, I am a permanent investor in whatever I can invest in now, straight up.
Right.
So this ain't the last thing for me. This is just preparation for what's coming. I'm learning the game so I can play long term. You get what I'm saying? So like you just said, if $50 is hurting you right now, hey man, shit, I don't know what to tell you, man. Move for one.
But I get in trouble when I tell people they need to give blood and urine and sperm to get their money up.
Pick up some cans, cut some grass. People are too proud, too prideful to go do small things in life to get you to a greater place in life. And if you're too proud, shit, I can't help you.
Marvin, you're absolutely right. I'm trying to be tactful. This is my first night on crypto therapy, and I don't want to be like, YouTube wrote me about you.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me be honest, man.
It's usually Nina on me telling me to chill out, bro, because I always want to go hard. She be like,
let me tell you something, G Money. If anything that you say can affect a person personally, again, they need to reevaluate themselves.
All right, fuck it. Here we go. For my men on the call, stop going out on them dates.
Yep.
Stop door dashing. Stop Uber Eats. You go to the grocery store, you get your food, and you cook for yourself. You meal prep for yourself. Okay. If you like Starbucks, go get yourself some Nescafe or some Folgers, and get yourself all the little sweeteners and do it at home. If you like Five Guys, go get yourself some 80-20 beef. Go on Amazon.
Oh, what's 80-20 beef? What's that?
The lean to fat ratio. They do like the 80-20. And
I ain't never had no money like that. I just go get the beef, dog.
Usually the hamburger pack, it says on the hamburger pack whether it's 80-20 or 70-30 or 60-40.
I thought it's ground chuck. Like we all eating ground chuck.
Marvin, I'm not even telling them go get the hamburger. Go get the ground chuck. Go on Amazon, get the little metal rounder for about $1. and you press your own hamburger.
Ground it up, you see. Old school.
Yeah, like we got to take it back to that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, I don't got the money. I got too many bills. You know what? Well, I'm gonna drop some gems. You know that car you got that's killing you on that payment? Time to let it go.
Let it go. Your first
You better let it go.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Frozen 06, man. I always have a 50-pound bag of rice.
What up, Frozen? What's up, bro?
Bro? Hey, G Money, he know Callus.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, let's leave all that. You know, for my fellas out there who like them Jordans, he's a billionaire and you are not.
He don't even want to buy them.
Hey, you remember that cat we met in Austin Davis? He was a cat, and he was like, "I ain't dating no woman. I need to buy more XRP." You remember that dude? It was like that night.
That was Marvin Davis. Yeah, that was
another dude. There's a dude. He was cool, man. We was talking. We was just, the fellas talking. He was like, "Nah, bro, I'm holding out. They want me to spend money. I'm only buying XRP. I ain't dating until I get my XRP up." I was like,
"What a thing
hard with it." I was like, "That's what's up, man."
Okay, let's have that conversation because you're gonna have to be careful with that too. I just saw a YouTube video today where a YouTuber by the name of Wes Watson, I believe, has been arrested in Florida for assault on a female. You know what I'm saying? Now, this guy's a well-known guy. You know, he tells prison stories and, from California and things like that. Now, did he do it? If he did it, hey, shame on you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Keep your hands off women. But the thing is, you will become a target to where, a woman may pick a fight with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you have the money. And what you've done is, I'm gonna tell you his mistake. They got together in January, so it says, and in February or March, he proposed to her and made her his fiance after 2 months of dating.
Yeah, no.
Don't do that.
No. Yeah, we all seen Harlem Nights. We all know how that occurs.
You know what I'm saying?
We all seen Harlem Nights.
You're gonna be a target, fellas.
Yeah. Marvin's absolutely right.
I'm not coming home no more.
Women will do research on you once your money level has changed. Trust me, they're gonna know. But getting back to sacrifice, stop buying the Jordan, stop going out, stop going out on dates, stop going out to the clubs, stop going out to the bars. Keep everything homebound.
Yep.
Right. And it, that's the best way for me to put it. Get rid of your cable services, all those streaming services. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of all of them. Right.
Yeah. Your name to Bilbo Baggins.
And we telling y'all that we telling y'all that because we've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at your cell phone plans. Maybe you need to go down to Mint Mobile. Like you gotta figure out different ways to squeeze more juice out of the same fruit. Right? You gotta find new ways. And you can't leave anything on that pulp. You can't leave anything on there. When you go to the grocery, don't buy garbage bags. Use your grocery bags as your garbage bags.
Come on, man. Come on. That one we shouldn't have to tell them. You know what I'm saying? But maybe we do.
I can't do that because I use them as my lunch bags, bro. When I'm at work, I use them as my lunch.
Listen, there's many different things. Instead of buying bottled water, get a one of those gallon containers with the filter in them.
Yep.
You don't need to buy bottled water. Just filter water, keep it to yourself.
You could either get the whole house filter. I literally got one of those, and if for hurricane, I got Gorilla shells, and I got 5-gallon water.
Okay. You're doing too much. What
you mean?
You're doing too much. I'm trying to have people here sacrifice. You tell them buy Gorilla shelving and then have color.
We got hurricane, bro, so
bring water by. Really, bro? Is this what we like? I'm trying to get people to save and sacrifice. You like, okay, buy Gorilla shells and go get some Culligan water. Yeah, they'll order to ship it out. After I just told them to use grocery bags as their garbage bags. Now we gonna tell them go to Culligan get water delivered to the house. Right after I just told them to boil the water or get a.
Sorry, I live in Hurricane Alley. We sacrifice, but we got to live at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Fuma. I mean, but the thing is, what G Money is speaking on, and what Fuma's also speaking on, and myself included, is it's called creature comforts, right? So it's scaling back. It's scaling back. If you scale back 60% off your creature comforts, then you can take that 60% of that money and take that money and invest it back into yourself. And that's what we're trying to get you to understand. Is just don't go to the movies, but you got to have a partner. If you're by yourself, it's easy. But if you have a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, or a kid, understand, right?
Make it a family thing. Make it a family
exactly.
thing.
Teach them about it.
How can we save as a family? How can we save as a couple? Right?
This
As an individual, Marvin's absolutely right. You doing it by yourself, you single in the house is easy. When you have other people, you gotta, hey, listen, some days open up those windows, turn off the AC.
Man.
Let some fresh air in the house. Some of y'all ain't opened them windows in years. Y'all playing around like y'all haven't had any fresh air in the house. Open the windows and make sure they still open.
Make sure that they can open.
You can get out there, you know what I'm saying? Somebody make sure you can get out of there. You know what I'm saying? So
I just think, Marvin is right. We get so lax because of these creature comforts, and it's like you got to put yourself in a little bit of an uneasy state to save, right? You need to save. So I would definitely say that. And you before you go doing that, if you have people in your house, kids or a wife or a girlfriend or fiance, you need to have a conversation. Don't all of a sudden start turning off the AC, cutting services, because you will have money on your hands.
You won't be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And maybe that might be the best thing for you. Like,
exactly.
That might be the best thing, but I'm not here to dictate that for people. But I would tell you, me and Fuma, really got really heavy down during COVID. Like when you start recognizing where your monies were going, and it's like, really redirected it towards this. Yep, no more lottos and scratch offs. Absolutely. Instead of taking that $20, that $50 to lotto, listen to this. You could take it and put it on ETH and then stake the ETH and get, almost what 4%. I think ETH gives you about 4%, 3.4%. A lot of these cryptos you can stake and generate more, right?
Flare,
Flare, Cosmos, and you'll see you can stake, and now you're actually generating your own revenue based off of what you're holding. So there's many different ways to skin these cats, but you gotta start with the sacrifice to get to build up that muscle, right? So then when you start saving, and you'll respect it, and if you run into an issue, you won't cash out, because that's we don't talk about. Life curveballs, and it's like, well, I got this money sitting here, G, in crypto. Don't cash out. Don't do that.
You just said some shit, man. You said respect it. Respect the decision that you made.
Yes.
And I think the toughest thing is getting other people that are in your circle, that you think are in your circle, to respect the decision that you made. And you being man enough to stand on the decision that you made as a man. You know what I'm saying? As the provider. You know what I'm saying?
Frozen said leave OnlyFans alone.
Listen. I don't even know why y'all, if people are paying for it when you can still get it for free. What are we talking about? I don't need to see the lady 3 doors down just because. I'm not trying to see average when I'm looking at that. I'm trying to see perfection. Like, I need it to be beautiful. I don't want to just see the regular deck. So I'm not doing that. I'm not doing OF.
Yeah, no, that's if I'm paying for it. And see, I ain't paying for it.
You can get it for free.
I way too much game for that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you might be on the free on the Frisney, but you know, Marvin, going back to what we was talking about, right? The respect of the decision you make and not to extract it when you hit a rough patch.
That part. That part. That's the important part
right there, buddy.
Part right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be able to look at alternatives versus trying to tap into that new investment that you're doing, because if you tap into it, you're not going to respect it, and you're just going to just extract those funds and not care.
And you're gonna be mad at FUMA and G Money and Marvin Davis because guess what? We didn't invest what we couldn't afford to lose. We invested smartly.
Right. So that's what I'm telling you.
And we sacrificed.
Right. So that's what I'm telling you. You start small, $5 a week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we gonna start with $5 a week. I don't feel it. And then that gets you a little bit prepped and ready. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bump it up to 10. I'm gonna bump it up to 15. And then you're gonna get to a point where it's like, well, I want to invest more. Now, what can I sacrifice to do that?
I got rid of the Netflix. I got rid of all that premium stuff. I found a way to get it free,
right?
And I've been using it ever since. I got a Plex server.
For my fellas out there who living alone and you got a house that you possibly living in that you own, rent the rooms out. I know it's gonna be uncomfortable for a little bit. I know you may not even like the person, but the fact of the matter is the uncomfortability of living with somebody for a few months to a year, that income that you're getting, you can push that all to crypto.
You know, I know a dude. I know a dude who came to me. It was like he needed more money. And I was like, okay, you need more money. Let's break down how you get it. I'm like, you don't have a wife and no kids, and you got a 3-bedroom house. Why don't you rent these 2 bedrooms out? You could get like a 2G. You can get a G to maybe $1,200 per room. It was like, nah, I like living by myself. Blah, blah, blah. I said, bro, you can't afford to live by yourself. You can't.
Shit, man, dumb down where you live, because I'm not paying a G where I stay.
Right.
In a
he bought a house. Dude bought a house. He had a 3-bedroom.
Yeah. You need to rent something out, brother.
No, but Marvin, absolutely right. If you're renting an apartment and it's $2,000 a month, go find you a $1,300, $1,000, maybe an $800 apartment. Now, granted, let's be clear, it may not be in the best of places with all the amenities of a clubhouse and a gym and a pool and a this and a that. You know, I'm not trying to tell you go live somewhere where, as soon as you open the door, somebody knock you upside the head. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there's somewhere in between, right? It's like the scale, it's like the gradient scale.
I got one of those places in Melbourne.
You don't go all the way black. You stay kind of right in that middle, where that line in the middle. That's what we're talking about. And it's difficult, right? Because it's like, damn, Marvin and G Money and FUMA telling me I need to move and I need to, I got this nice 3-bedroom, and when the ladies come over, they be amazed. And if you are a single man,
he was going anyway.
You have no kids. Hear what I'm saying? Because context is important, and you don't have any children, and you're by yourself. You don't need a fucking 3-bedroom. You don't need a 2-bedroom. You need a 1. And honestly, all depending on what city and state you live in, get a studio. Right?
Right now? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because
you need to compress as much as your expenses as possible. Now, I know some of y'all like riding nice, the Benzo, the Bimmer, the Lexus truck. Get rid of all of that. Get rid of all of what?
Is it the Bimmer?
The Bimmer, or BMW, we call it the Bimmer.
Okay.
My European folks, the Bimmer.
I thought that was a new car, man. I was like, that's a new car.
I knew what he was talking about.
Downsize the vehicle, right? Try to save up, downsize the vehicle. Try to own your car, because that expense takes so much money away from you. Why? Maintenance, car payment, gas. Gas is high as giraffe pussy right now. Listen, y'all don't want them problems, right? Look at the cars that are fuel efficient. Look at it, now, some people say, well, go ahead, get yourself an electrical car. I'm not going to tell you what to do and how to do it. What I'm saying is you have to respect your budget. You have to have some form of acknowledgement of your income versus your expense. Exactly what FUMA and Marvin showed you earlier on that expense sheet.
I came up with that because I wasn't respecting myself years ago, bro. I could tell you the year. It was 2011 to 2015. I was not respecting that money I was making. Man, Lord knows I should be retired by now.
I have 2 payments left on a 2019 Dodge Ram. I got 2 payments
left. Nice.
Yeah, that's why you happy you come back from Vegas.
Yeah, fucking right.
Hey, I come back from Vegas.
I got money to. I just freed up a whole check. You hear me? Now, if I knew what I knew in 2019, if I knew what I know now in 2019, I'd have never got that truck. I done told y'all that plenty of times. That was my worst buy, my worst purchase. It was dead. It's not working for me. Same thing with a house. If you're not Coach JV, that used to be on Good Morning Crypto, said this the other day. He said the $1 million property that he owns, he's renting out and making an income from. He's using that income to pay for the place that he lives now, which he's renting. He's not living in the place that he owns.
Mm-hmm. I thought about doing that. Like, you take the place you live in that you own, rent it out to make a profit, and then go rent something that's lower.
That part.
Yeah.
That's how they play the game, man. Yeah. I'm telling you, mindset.
And you only got to do that for a few years.
Come on. Say it again, G.
Say it again, G. Years. Like, you'll be surprised how quick you can get out of debt if you did something like that. It's crazy. Like, I know we watch these, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My entertainment is Instagram. I find comedy, tragedy, romance. Like, I find
romance. That's not romance, bro.
All the genres I find on Instagram, and it's hilarious. But what I also know, a lot of people idolize it. A lot of people in their mind wish they were that guy on the beach. And I'm like, listen, you don't know what he did to be there doing whatever, God knows what. So don't aspire to that. Aspire to getting your shit together.
Yeah.
Figuring out your stuff.
Facts.
And then you can live the life that you want to live. But until you sacrifice on the front end, the back end ain't gonna be right.
Yeah, the back end ain't coming. Yeah. Back end ain't gonna be there. You gotta set the front end. You gotta set the front end up to be able to enjoy the back end. You know what I'm saying? But the back end is probably the most important part of it. You know what I'm saying? But
for my successful brothers out there, stop buying these big fucking houses. You don't need it. Stop it.
You don't. And 1,000 cars. You got the whole car lot.
You don't need 4,000 square foot. I know it looks good on TV. I know women say that's what they need. They don't even like cleaning that much space.
That part, who gonna clean it?
Don't do that to yourself. Right?
4,000 square feet. You know how much that is, bro?
And currently, if you have something like that, if you can't sell it, all depending on the market, rent that motherfucker out to somebody else, please.
Rent it.
Man.
Turn that thing to a halfway house, what you do.
Man.
Because we get caught up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was there too. So everything I'm saying right now, folks on the chat and watching, I'm not speaking from a place of just telling you what to do because I don't know. No, I've been there.
We had to change our mindset too. That's why
I had to change the way I think. Every time I got a raise, I was like, yo, I gotta get a new bigger house, a better car. No.
Buy something.
Right. No. Ain't no need for all of that.
Your realtor loved you.
All of that.
Your realtor loved you, bro.
Yes. Dude,
they was like, ooh, we got you. The mortgage man was like, yeah, we got you, dog. Come on here, dog. Dude, we got that much with you no more.
And the sad part is a lot of us would have paid off the houses, our first house that we bought, instead of getting caught up with these other ones. And you don't understand, the most expensive thing you have to pay for in your life Is your
It's
house.
first house. And it's your first house.
Yeah.
Because your first house is where you dump all the money in when you first get it. You buying new doors, you buying the back pad, you buying the beds. You like, nah, don't even worry about it. I'm about to get all brand new stainless steel. I'm about to get all new furniture. I'm about to get all.
Then you
that's why I never sold my house.
Right. Then you give somebody a damn near practically a brand new house, and you talk about, I want to go move into this D.R. Horton community. And I'm like, no, don't do that to yourself. Just because it looks pretty. No. Stay where you at and save and build.
Because 15 to 20 years go by quick. You don't have to worry about the 30. You get a 15 to 20 year note, or you got a 30-year note, but then you pay it off like it's 15, 20. Before you know it, you're gonna look at your paperwork. It's gonna be like, yo, you only owe a year more on your house.
Man, I'm telling y'all, that's how I feel with this, with this truck note, man. It's like I only got 2 payments left.
Hey, FUMA, when we talk to Marvin in May, boy, he gonna be clicking his heels.
What? What do I buy, bro? What do I buy, bro? I'm talking
I got a fat sack of H-bar on your ass.
What? You mean my crypto?
Yeah.
You could take a $700 car payment and turn it to a $700 a month crypto payment.
That part.
You like your extras.
So you adding that to what you already are still investing into the crypto
in a red market too.
What? Come on, man. I'm just saying, man. You know, it's ways. Get out your own way, though. You gotta get out your own way. I can't give you my conviction, and I can't get you out your own way. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. You gotta want this, and you gotta believe in shit that you can't see. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have faith.
Paid off.
Right. You also have to believe in your fucking self.
That's faith.
Yeah, you gotta believe what you're doing is setting right for you.
Yep.
Right. Don't allow other people to tell you or get into your mind like, you crazy. Why Marvin, why you ain't get a new car? You done pay this car off. Go take it and go get the Benz truck. No. What's wrong with you?
I don't want another payment. I'm done.
Exactly.
I know where to put the money at now. I know what to do with the money. I know how to make the money work for me.
Dog, if you could go $5,000 every month, either H-bar or Cosmos, or back and forth.
And just flip it back and forth.
It's a dope space, man, because you're in control. But you gotta take control. You have to and you have to believe in this. If you don't believe in this, I don't care how much money you got, you're gonna fail. But that entails doing your own research, and getting your own conviction, your own understanding, not listening to other people, and not being swayed when somebody tell you that you're doing the wrong thing. The wrong thing is listening to somebody else.
Right. This is not financial advice. This is just education.
It's funny how the education go when the government is like saying, "Oh, these are ISO standards, right? Here's these coins,
right,
or applications. All right, here's these securities that we're just gonna say these are digital commodities." And people act like, I'm like, bro, they just told you what to buy.
But if such and such rapper is dropping a new song tomorrow, they all over that.
Oh, you talking about get some red bottoms.
I'm dropping a CD. I'm dropping a new movie coming out. A distraction. It's March Madness right now. Most folks are watching college basketball. I don't even know who playing.
Right. No, it's absolutely right. It's a distraction. Remember, FUMA, remember how I used to say they're going to change the financial system right in front of our face?
Yeah.
I used to tell you that. And I said there's always going to be something that pop up in the news.
Always.
Take our attention away. It went from Diddy to Epstein, Epstein to the war now to sports, right? And through that arc, there was little sub arcs that kept, just kept us distracted. Those are kind of like the major arcs, but there were small sub arcs in between in the different communities, and just kind of
Risky and Eric Kirk, right? Her husband got shot. People wasn't this outraged. She got trolled. People outraged, but they're changing the financial system. Nobody saying a word.
And they got everybody's attention. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are y'all watching?
Yeah.
But that's why when you see me, like if I'm in the gym, I got headphones on because I don't want to hear what they listening to.
Yo, I'm just sitting there. I was talking to this guy today. And he didn't know what the SEC was. And then this is how crazy this conversation got, man. And I was just so chill.
None of that.
I go, what news do you look? What are you looking at? He's like, well, I'm so into my business and getting my business going and pouring into my business. And I'm like, what type of business you got? He was like, I clean pools. I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, he's a pool cleaning guy. He got a pool cleaning company.
He always have a job.
I was like, that's cool, but don't you need to know about banking? Because banking is the bedrock of all businesses. Then he just lit up like, oh. I was like, yeah. So we had a pretty dope conversation.
That's dope.
But I gave him some knowledge. I told him, I was like, man, you read this stuff, it's gonna blow your mind. You're not gonna know how to react. And I made sure I did not give him my phone number because I didn't want any more calls.
Yeah, man.
I was like, I'll see you next crew thing. I don't want you to call me freaking out. You know?
Yeah, what's crazy is that is a thing now. It's like, you know, when I first got in crypto, I want to talk to everybody, but it's getting to a point where it's like you got to start, you know, separate who you talk to, who you give your number to, because we feel like we're getting so close. It's time to start shielding some people away from us that don't believe in this because they also will make us a target. You feel what I'm saying?
I talked to SoFlo today on the phone, man.
That's what's up.
SoFlo called me about some taxes, and luckily my wife was sitting there. I was like, bro, she do all the taxes, and she got a tax license on it. Here you go, boom.
Dang, that's what's up.
You know, and I mean, you look at it. April 1st, banks will be able to custodial crypto.
That's crazy.
That's bananas, dog.
That's crazy. Man.
I wonder how many gonna white label off the bat. Like,
that's
so.
Crazy,
Would that be
like, yeah, we got XRP and we gonna give you 2%.
Uphold is doing maintenance this weekend, starting tomorrow.
Of course,
right.
Of course.
Shocker.
Right. I'm saying to myself, if the Clarity Act passes within the next 3 to 4 weeks, the banks are already ready. Let me be very clear. The banks
what
are
if they held us up for the banks, bro?
Right? They're already ready.
They held us up for the banks.
Yeah.
But they probably did because they didn't want to believe, right?
Right.
So, but you got to understand, there's a lot of rich old men who don't believe in the new system, right? They believe in the way how it was. It's always been this way, but you know, they ignored the change, and it's like, look, fool, you need to get in.
Jamie Dimon said we could have did this ourselves a long time ago. We just would have believed it. We didn't, and now we're behind.
Angus said Bank of America and Zelle having a maintenance this weekend.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
For what? Why? For what? Because they get ready.
Yeah, we know.
Listen, why did FUMA? Why did Wells Fargo send out a crypto scam email and you ain't got no crypto?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They really said that, like, be careful of the camera.
I'm reading, right? Wells Fargo's like, be careful of the crypto scams. Why are you even sending this to me if you don't even hold crypto?
Right. You don't know if I hold crypto. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you do if I've been buying through your bank, but
no, but it was Wells Fargo.
I know it. They don't let you buy.
Yeah, y'all don't got no crypto. Why y'all sending email? They are ready.
Yeah, they prepping, man. And they not even prepping, y'all. Let me take their word back. They are in place, in position, and they have been for years.
Correct. So now it's just a matter of hitting that button on their website to say, welcome, everybody.
Yeah, I know a way to test them, bro. If y'all want to test them and see what they're doing.
What?
Call Wells Fargo and be like, hey, I'm testing out the crypto wallet for Wells Fargo. When can I go in and test? And the operator will be like, hold on, let me get you to R&D. Let me get you to the internal help desk. Try to get routed to the internal help desk and say, hey, you're whatever division and you're testing the new wallets. When does the maintenance start? And if they give you any signals, you already know.
Yeah, I've talked to a few different banks that I deal with, man, and I've been asking them questions for years. But the front tellers that take and deposit your money or you know, give you your money back or whatever, whatnot. They don't know nothing, and they're not supposed to.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not going to be connected to that.
Yeah, they're not supposed to.
They're going to be the last to know because they're people facing, right?
Yep.
So
and they talk too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they're going to be the last to know. They're going to get the email very late after everything has changed. They're going to be like, okay, this is what we're offering our customers. If you have any questions, go take the blockchain training online.
Oh,
right.
The internal Udemy class.
Yeah.
Everybody know about some internal Udemy, dog.
And what's going to happen? They said everybody at every branch need to know it by Friday.
Ooh. With the headphones on, with the mouse clicking.
Wait, and then FUMA walks in the bank and schools the whole damn bank. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you know, when you look at it, and when this occurs, you know, there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to be on the train.
Right.
People who miss the train.
Thanks for staking. You're gonna be able to go to your local thing and be like, look.
And
I'll stake $20,000 XRP with you at 5%. You can just be able to say it off bat, and they're gonna be like, "You ain't got no 20,000 XRP." I do.
But let me hold some FUMA.
FUMA on which wallet?
You know, you gonna be able to have an attitude like that.
Yeah.
Be like, well, I got 20,000 stake right now.
You know, and you know, it's crazy. There's going to be a lot of rich people who are currently rich in the fiat system who are not going to be as wealthy in the digital world.
Bro, that's because they're going to be like, I've got this. It's mine. I'm never letting it go.
Right.
And each time somebody else convert, it gets clipped more.
Right.
More.
And this was my theory. My theory that I was kicking with FUMA was, when they hit the switch, you know what? There is a percentage ratio that the government has already worked out with the banks. Like, listen, you know, the fiat dollar ain't worth what it is, right? So it won't be a 1-to-1 to USDC when we hit the switch. It's going to be a 75-to-1, right? So for every dollar you have, you're only getting 0.7. You're only getting 75% of that in USDC, right? So you got $1 million, like we talked about tonight. You're only gonna get 750,000. What you gonna do, Marvin? All you gonna do is be mad. And
you know what I'm saying?
All you gonna do, because what you can't go to bed. What happened to my 250,000? Well, Marvin, when we converted over from the paper money that you had, we know you had $1 million, and we thank you for that. However, when the financial system upgraded and changed and went to the USDC, which is the digital dollar, it wasn't a 1-to-1 conversion, unfortunately.
I think it's gonna be 1-to-9 or like 1-to-12, just because that's the way fractional reserve banking goes, and they're gonna be like.
So you're saying 88%?
No, they're gonna give you 1/12 or 1/9 back because they loaned all the rest back.
They're gonna give you 1/12?
Yeah, you know, fractional reserve banking. For every dollar you put in today, I'm telling you, bro, you're talking about the same people, the IMF, along with the United States government, some other governments.
Better get your money out the bank.
Took Greece for that haircut when they had that bail-in. They was like, oh, we don't care how much money you got in here. I forgot the name. I think it was like, what was it, 9,000 pounds? Everybody got to go home with after that bail-in in Greece.
Wow,
bro, hey, them folks a haircut, dog. What you think they're gonna do to people in the United States?
0.083333. Are you crazy?
Watch. Everybody been calling me crazy. Watch,
bro. I mean,
watch. Everybody gonna be like, what they gonna do about it? Who they gonna do it to?
Bro. If they do 1/12 on people money, people are going to lose their mind.
People was made to stay in their house for 3 years, ain't say nothing about it.
Correct.
Yeah, but bro, I'm gonna go back to this again because
bro, watch. I'm telling you,
You telling me if I have $1 million, you're telling me my million is only worth 83,000?
Yeah.
Go look at Greece. Go look at the barrier in Greece.
Not you. You know better. So your million won't be in fiat. Your million will be in hard assets or
Crypto.
these digital assets.
No. I know, but But what I'm saying is, if the millionaires who are millionaires with paper are going to lose their shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you do the 112 model, bro.
They have to.
Yes, sir.
Let me show you why. I'm gonna show you why they have to. I'm gonna tell you, somebody got to get dunked on this shit, dog. Look, watch this. I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm gonna show y'all this.
I'm gonna be right back.
I'm gonna be an astronaut while that's going on because I don't want to be on the planet. People will lose it, bro.
I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why.
And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just like, I didn't think there was. That is some cartel, like record label type contract, like 112.
Look at this, bro. When I show y'all this, y'all gonna trip out.
That's crazy.
I can't even make this up, man.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna show y'all this. This is diabolical.
That's
bro. Look at this. The national debt is $39 trillion.
Correct.
It's about to hit 40 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, somebody got to take the haircut for this. You got to cut this down to a 9th or to a 12th. And how do you do that? Gank everybody at once.
You know, some people gonna lose they shit, right?
Look at the tariff revenue. The tariff revenue ain't even enough to help. And then they got the revenue per taxpayer. So per taxpayer is supposed to get $3,000 for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, no. I heard they're not getting the money anymore.
Oh, hell no, they ain't giving that money. That went straight to Israel. That money out of there. Look at this. 1,000 million. What was it? 200 billion they was asking for? Where do you think this money went? Isn't that, look at, you see that number, 354 billion?
Mm-hmm.
That went straight to the war, homie. Somebody got to get dunked on. That's why I keep telling everybody, hey man, you better put this stuff on cold storage. Somebody got to get dunked on.
40 trillion. Good gosh.
Look at the recaptured assets. It's not even enough. Stock market, land, mineral reserves. It's not enough. It's not enough. Crypto Mountain, man, it's not enough, Angus. Somebody got to get dunked on. They're going to have to recall 112 and let everybody keep it 12 in order to survive this.
What up, Mountain Man?
So I hear what you're saying. If he's looking to really put impact in on that national debt, then yes, they're going to have to do that type of aggressive switch where people are going to lose it. So I think if they do it via the banks and people in cash, and if they don't impact people's 401k and kind of retired savings, that might work. But if you do that across the board in cash and in people's retirement, it's not gonna work. You got to protect something.
Why?
I mean, I hear you. I know why you did that. I know why you asked me that question. I get it.
You acting like these ain't goons.
No, you're right.
Look at this. Look at this. How do you let a country as smart with all the resources of the United States go to $39 trillion worth of debt unless it was done on purpose?
Death.
But the amount of taxes we pay in America, that number should actually be going backwards.
You know, the crazy shit is we accept the taxes like we born into a tax. I mean, we pay taxes on everything, and it's just normal for us to pay.
We pay double taxes.
Yeah, and it's normal. Yeah, so
you get taxed. You get taxed when you get paid.
Oh Lord,
you get taxed on every purchase after you get paid, right? So you go to the store, you get taxed. You go pay gas, you get taxed.
Everything.
You buy a car, you get taxed. Yeah. Buy a home, you get taxed.
Piece of candy, you're getting taxed.
This is what I don't understand on the debt clock. They got this thing called the secret window. You can close it and open. It says a new form of money payable to the bearer on demand. They don't give an explanation for this.
See what AI comes up when you punch that in.
Well, the thing is, man, they don't want everybody to wake up at one time, man. You know what I'm saying? And realize what's going on, because they don't want everybody to respond in a positive manner that messes up their, plan that they've been running for the last century. You see what I'm saying? So who stands to lose the most if people wake up and say, I'm taking all of my money out of these safe banking institutions, and I'm gonna govern my own money myself? The banks are the ones that's losing.
Yeah, the people at the top of the banks.
You see what I'm saying? People at the top. You got to think, man. Every little small thing you buy now, you get paid. You go buy a piece of candy, a roll of toilet paper, food, whatever, and that money goes right back to BlackRock or whoever's at the top. You see what I'm saying? It's a cycle. But we have to get out of the consumer mindset of where we're consuming so much, because that consumerism, it makes us feel good. It hits our feel good endorphin when you buy something. But how long does it last? And I challenge myself, right? I buy a new firearm, and for 2 weeks I'm good. But after that, I ain't even fondling that thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's on to the next. So we're just settling, our feel good endorphins with stuff. And my dad told me this one time. He said, "Man, you just collecting a lot of stuff. Do better things with your money."
Weird.
You know what I'm saying? But my pops didn't teach me how to invest, but in this space, but he did say, buy gold, man, buy silver. And this was 25 years ago. So this is the gold and the silver. I'm taking my dad's advice now, and I'm investing, you know what I'm saying, for the future. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's my future or my children or my children's children. But I'm doing something about it, man.
Nah, understood, bro. Understood.
This is gonna get funky. There's some weird stuff on here. Like you look on X. I'm gonna show you this, man. This is weird, y'all. I'm just coming with the weirdness today.
But that chasm between rich and poor is going to be significant. It's going to be
yeah. And I think the gap is going to get even larger than what it is now. The catch-up gap.
I don't think Marvin, there's not going to be no catch-up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That gap is the gap is getting wider as we speak, and as we invest in these assets. So as you guys in the chat, as you invest in these different assets, you're separating yourself that much more from the people that aren't, information wise and financial wise. You know what I'm saying? You're separating yourself, and you can't beat yourself up because you see it and they don't. You know what I'm saying? We gotta accept the fact that maybe we've been chosen. I believe I was chosen. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be a good steward of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because the information, the financial part of it is going to be great, but the information part of it is what we can use to. Folks always think about passing down money, but I always think about passing down information, because information always outlasts money.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you guys looking at this stuff from the US debt clock.org, all the crazy stuff they putting out?
Yeah.
Yo. Like, I'm gonna show you something. Like, it caught my eye. I didn't really look at this. I'm gonna make this bigger so everybody can see this. What is going on where this website is doing stuff like this? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they know most of the public ain't looking at stuff like most of the public is what we call distracted. They sheep, man. They sheeple, man. They sleep. You know what I mean?
But this takes some time. This ain't no intern. You know what I'm saying? This is not an intern doing this.
Yeah, you got it.
They control the debt clock. Paradigm shift, dark to light.
The current president believes that he can, solve the debt, and he believes that it's way simpler than they're making it. And if you think about it, why would they keep making that seem impossible to people? Because that, if you're an American and you believe that we're in debt, what do you want to do? Help America get out of debt? For most people, what I'm saying, like, well, how do we get us out of debt? And it's not our problem,
right? So we didn't put us in debt. In my personal opinion, we are at any given time 2 to 3 steps away from becoming Venezuela.
That part.
Right? Where fiat paper money don't mean anything, and the rich are just rich and the poor are very poor.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because before they snatched up Maduro, Venezuela was running, but you know what? Their money wasn't worth anything. They had a hyper escalated inflation, where a loaf of bread was whatever, thousands of million bolivars to pay, right? And you'd have a stack of money like this, and you could only get bread.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Right? And we could become that if we're not careful
overnight.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Venezuela still got rich people. They got very rich, wealthy people chilling, and then they got the poor.
Yep.
And the majority of their middle class left to go work in other places because it was like
people here.
And then they turned to crypto as a way to help kind of steady their economy. They've been using Bitcoin for years.
They were one of the first countries to adopt it
because they just couldn't depend on their money anymore.
Yep.
So
access, y'all. And what you've been given with this opportunity is access. You've been given what you always asked for. Access. But some of y'all won't take access to the opportunity. You've been given what you've been asking for all your life. Access and opportunity. But it's up to you. But y'all wait on somebody to come down and say, hey, this is the golden goose. Go ahead and put all your eggs in this basket. That's not going to happen, man.
So, Marv, my first foray into crypto was when Bitcoin was $250.
Oh,
that's when I jumped in.
Oh, okay, dope. Okay, you OG.
Right.
They gonna manage it on that, bro. I'm sorry. I had to take that stuff off.
So I tell people all the time, I say, you notice on the news, they never talk about that anymore. Like Bitcoin used to be 256. And I said, America has a very short memory. It's weird. Yep. Like we don't really remember anything past 3 months.
Yep. Yeah. And at the most 4 years, you know what I'm saying? 4
years. And I'm like, everybody's like, oh, Bitcoin, it's cheap now at 56,000. I'm like, y'all remember this shit used to be $250, right?
$5 and $1.
Let's do it at 800. You know what I'm saying? Either 600 or 800. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know what it was, so I stayed out of it, man. So absolutely. And my cousin that got me in crypto, his Air Force buddy, they both saw Bitcoin at $1, and his Air Force buddy told him, let's buy 1,000. Listen to the words I'm going to say. Let's buy 1,000 shares of this Bitcoin thing. My cousin backed out and didn't do it, but his homeboy from Georgia, well, y'all know who he is, but he bought the 1,000 shares of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin ran to 44,000, I was on the phone with this brother and my cousin. We were trying to figure out how to find his password, and now look at the regular price. Yeah. So I know somebody that bought Bitcoin, 1,000 units of Bitcoin at
$1.
Crazy,
right? So that's why
Orville was trying to get me to buy Bitcoin under $1, and I told him he was crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
Orville Clark trying to get me to buy. I was like, you crazy.
I might be a Bitcoin maxi right now, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
like when
Hey,
you
Orville, I was wrong. You were right, of course.
we are at the beginning. I just so the best way for me to explain to people who don't know anything about crypto, I say think about the stock market when it first started. That's crypto,
that's where we at.
Because think about it, people didn't know what shares were, and then I'm telling FUMA, hey, you can buy a share of such and such company. And you're like, how can I buy a company? What a share? And I'm like, yeah, if you give me $5, you can own one share of such company. Well, what does that mean? That means you own one share, you become a member of the, of the shareholders board and things of that nature. Like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would I give you $5 for this piece of paper to say I own one share of something? That's where we're at with crypto right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the very early stages that people don't understand.
Yes, sir. Absolutely correct. Yes, sir. Like the .com boom, man. Had any of us knew about Amazon or,
I knew about Amazon. I just didn't pay attention. I was out there doing all the wrong things with the money.
Strip club and you know what I'm saying? And
all the wrong things with the money.
Mexico, you didn't say but those things and those life experiences and spending that money frivolously, without, just reckless, buying the Jordans when a brand new Jordans drop, and different things like that, and not understanding investing because we had nobody to teach us this, right? So that's my whole spiel, y'all. My whole spiel is trying to give back and teach because nobody taught us, right? But that's not a reason for us not to share with other people, our peers, or the next generation. That's why we should be sharing, in my opinion. That's why I do what I do. That's why I'm here, y'all. But you got to get your own bag, though.
For real. Hey, y'all, we're at the top of the hour. Y'all want to close it out?
Yeah, man, it's been dope.
It's been nice, man. I appreciate you guys for bringing me on. Let me just allow me to kind of just talk my talk.
Like say, bro, you'll be back, man. If you know what I'm saying, you're probably gonna be a regular, man. I'm digging you. You feel what I'm saying? So salute, man, to you, man. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, man. Appreciate you all as always, man. Putting dope things together, man, and making things make sense, man. So yeah, this has been real dope.
Okay.
Hey, well. But shout out to our sister Nina. She will be back, hopefully, April 4th, which is the day before Easter. So, and I know if she's listening, I know she got a million questions for you, G Money. You know what I'm saying? So, we're trying to set that up for the next one, man. Have sis with us too, man, and we'll rock out, man. But yeah, it's been dope, man. This has been dope.
I'd rather do this than be out on a Saturday night. So
that part. Money. Stop going out because you're risking your life. And the other thing is you're risking your opportunity to be here. Not only to invest in your financial life, but to invest in your family life. If you're not here, you're out the game.
This and AI will be the only next two ways to have generational wealth change in the world.
Yeah.
If you miss one, unless some of y'all are some AI programmers, that's it after those two things.
Yeah.
To keep it a buck with you.
Yeah. It's a buck up.
All right, let me do this. I'm gonna close out. Everybody would like to say thank you for rocking with us. We'll be back next week. We'll have a FUMA Boy'Z show and a crypto therapy. Hey, we'll catch y'all later, man. Make sure you catch 68J's show. Make sure y'all go to Vegas and get up with us, man. I'm gonna just leave it like that. Y'all got something else? If not, I hit the end.
Nah, man, it's been dope, man. Salute.
Yeah, it's been wonderful.
All right. If y'all want to hold off backstage, I'll just hit the show and we'll talk afterwards. Actually, I'll call y'all both on the cell phone at the same time. I can step out and smoke a black.
That's a bet.
I'm gonna hit the end of the show. All right, thank you, chat. We'll see y'all next week. Have a great night.
Thanks for joining us on Crypto Therapy 589. If you clicked like and subscribed, you're officially part of the Smart Money crew. Don't forget, we're here every week with fresh insights to keep your crypto game strong. Until next time, stay sharp, stay decentralized.